In this video, I'm going to show you how to open up each of the 4 accounts to work with Post Amplifier. Each of these 4 accounts, Reddit, StumbleUpon, Facebook, Special Team right there, and Newsvine, you have to have accounts opened. Now you probably already have a Facebook, but with Facebook you need to get the application ID. It's something totally separate. So let's go through them one by one so that it makes sense. You can't just put any username and password in here. You actually have to go to each website and get it. So let's start with Reddit. Reddit is at reddit.com. I wish these links worked. They don't, so we actually have to open up a new tab. I'm going to clean that up a little bit, and I'm going to type in reddit.com. Once I'm at Reddit, you can see it's a very busy page, but on the top right, you want to click on Register. We're going to go ahead and create a new account. We're going to have to click a username and type one in. It says it's available. And then we're going to have to create a password. We're also going to need to go ahead and enter in this CAPTCHA. And sometimes these are difficult. You might have to try a few times. It's just the way it works. Now I'm going to go ahead and resize this because I'm going to need to have a place to record my username and password just in case I need to find it. What I like to do is right click on the desktop and click New Text Document. I double click that and I have a nice area to type things. If that doesn't work, I can click the Start menu on the computer, click All Programs, go into Accessories, and get the notepad that way. Here it is again. I have text document, notepad. If that doesn't work, I can click Microsoft Office Word. I can go to All Programs, click Microsoft Office, and I can open up a Word document. Any 3 of these will do. You got to find something to record your username and password so that you don't forget it. I'm going to simply copy this. I'm going to record my password. I'm going to make a note that I did it on reddit.com. I can try to use the same username and password for each one to make this a lot easier. I'm going to have to try to type this CAPTCHA in correctly. It looks like it's all capital letters. And I'm going to click Create Account. It looks like I did it correctly. I'm going to check my email. I actually didn't put an email address in, my mistake, so I don't have to check the email. But now I'm going to try to log in with the information I used. And I click log in and it worked. Totally worked. So now I'm going to go back to this area where I click on Post Amplifier in the dashboard when I'm logged into my website, and I'm going to paste this information into here. These category selections can typically be left blank. You really don't need to fill it in. All you really need is the username and password. Let's go next to StumbleUpon. In order to tell if you activated your account or it's working, just go to it and log in. So let's go to stumbleupon.com, number 2 on our list. I'm going to click Login. And what I meant to click on was this green button, Join Now for Free. In fact, if I go back to the home page, I can click on this green button, Start Exploring. And I want to click on, I want to sign up. I don't like to use my Facebook on these types of things, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to become Robert Test. You're going to have to enter an email on some of these. They may send you an email, and you might have to click on the email to activate your account with what's called an activation link. So put in an email address that you can find. I'm going to use the same username. I'm going to use the same password. And this one says the username's not available. So I'm going to add a T. I'm going to have to make a note of that. One extra T, same password. You can put any birthday as long as you're over 18 or 21. Click sign up. And I've got to type in this CAPTCHA. I have to pick at least one interest. And now, even though I'm logged in, I'm going to check my email to see if they send me a confirmation link. And it looks like they did not. But it does say welcome to StumbleUpon. I can log out, sign out, and sign back in. And just kind of test the login. It knows my username, it remembers it right down here. I put the password, click sign in, and it worked. So I'm going to go back to Post Amplifier. I'm going to copy and paste the username and password, and now 2 are done, only 2 to go. We're going to do Facebook last. Next is Newsvine. So I have to go to newsvine.com. I'm opening up a new tab, clicking on that plus sign, and I'm going to click sign up right up here at the top. All the same stuff, very basic information. I'm going to try to use the same password. I'm going to try to use the same username with the 2 T's. I'm going to use the same username in the home page to keep things simple. Here's another CAPTCHA. Looks like 5530. I'm going to note my username and password. Interestingly enough, that T is there. Okay, just checking. I'm going to click register. You're almost done. An email has been sent. I'm going to check the email. Here it is. I have to click here to validate. I click it, and it says welcome. I'm going to go back to the WordPress dashboard. It's getting a little busy. I'm going to take the username. It wants the email. Sorry. So I'm going to put the email I used, the address, and I'm going to put the password. And now we have 3 out of 4. Last but not least, we're going to do Facebook. Now, the first thing you should know about the Facebook is you do have to have a Facebook account. Once we go to facebook.com, we're going to want to go directly to facebook.com. If you don't have an account, you'll need to fill out this information. First name, last name, email, re-enter email, pick a new password, birth date, gender, and click sign up. Most likely, Facebook's going to send you an email link as well, and you're going to have to confirm the account. Once you do that, you're going to need to actually log in to Facebook. Once you're logged in, this is one of my multiple Facebook accounts, by the way, I'm going to click on this link, Create Facebook App. Once you click on that link, you're going to want to click on Apps, Register as a Developer. You're going to want to say yes and click Next. And it may want you to verify your account. You're going to go ahead and have to do that. I had it send me a text. It gave me a confirmation code. I click Register. Once that's done, you're going to want to add a new app, and you're going to want to click on Website. When it wants to have you put a name in for your app, just call it what your website's called. I'm using jobnewsgroup.com. So in this example, notice how I'm switching back and forth tabs, makes this real easy. I'm going to call the app Job News Group. Once I do that, I have to pick a category. This one happens to be about business. Just click on the category that's as close as you can find about your website. I click on Confirm. And it gives me a snippet code. We shouldn't have to use the snippet code. We just want to go ahead and put in the URL of our website. The URL is the website address. In this case, it's http://jobnewsgroup.com. I can do www. When I scroll down, it says finished. I can scroll back up to the page and go back to Apps and click on Job News Group. Once I do that, I can see my application ID. I need to copy that. I can paste it into my notepad, and I can show the app secret key. Voila. Now I haven't done this in a while, but as you can see, it's not that difficult. I'm going to come back over to our Post Amplifier page, and I'm going to paste these two numbers into here. I can click on yes, that this is safe for work. Everything else can be blank. Do not worry about filling in anything else. Don't worry about the subreddit. Don't worry about default interest, default category, default allow comments. You can say yes, it's fine. However, when it says auto publish, you need to leave these unchecked. Leave them unchecked and click save. Takes a few seconds, and the information has been saved. I can try authenticate with Facebook. When I go ahead and click on authenticate, I can click OK and say OK, OK, and with any luck, it's authenticating and it looks good. Now it says re-authenticate. We know that it worked. Once you have all these, again, hit your save button and you're all set up. You're ready to go. Now let's click on post, and regardless if I add a new post or go into an existing post, I can actually go into an existing post. Here's a page I put up, and when I scroll down, here is the Post Amplifier section. I can click all four of these boxes. I do have to let them load. I can leave all of this information blank, but I do have to enter in the CAPTCHA for Reddit. And then when I come up, you have to read those carefully, and I click update on an existing page or post. I use those words interchangeably. When I click on the update button, there you have it. And we can see that stumble upon worked, Facebook worked and Reddit did not work. You must specify a subreddit. So I was wrong. We do have to specify a category. Let's redo those real quick. Inside Newsvine, I didn't read very carefully. This actually wants an email address. And we might as well pick a subreddit, which is also required. So I correct myself. I like to use news. We'll click save. And right before you publish it, you'd want to fill in these 4 check marks. If you forget, you can actually come back to your published post, and it will be just like an old post. It will say update. It's never too late. You can do it right when you publish, or you can come back and you can do it when you update. Once you do click the update button, it will show you the status of each of the 4 places, whether or not it was successful. Once in a while, one of them just won't work. If that happens, just move forward. Don't worry about it, because you can always do it the next day. You do not want to use this tool more than really once or twice per day at the most. If you over publish to these 4 places, sometimes they can ban your account. If you find that one of your accounts is not working, try to log in. For instance, Newsvine. If you can't log in, then you'll know that they've banned your account. It's not the end of the world. Just get a different email address and open up a new account and come back in here and change the information. And again, to correct myself, you do need to fill in a category for Reddit. That's basically it. The purpose of sending articles to these 4 places is that there are millions of people that use these 4 sites. It just gives you that many more chances to get people to view your content and to come check out your website. It also gives you what's called backlinks. Google counts backlinks as a way to determine your rankings. The more backlinks, they kind of equal votes. So the more votes you have, the higher up your websites will appear in the search engines under different search results, ultimately giving you more traffic. Traffic is the key here because you need it to get sales. Without traffic, nothing happens. You can never have enough traffic